Lizardmen and 530 Phil as the High Elves. This is an interesting matchup as the High Elves. This is an interesting matchup
Yeah,
as the High
definitely. I
Elves.
think that
This is an interesting
High Elf
matchup.
yeah,
are
definitely.
they're a
think
good pick,
that
but Lizardman counterpick I think is a really strong counterpick. It's one I would actually do myself. I play a lot of Lizardmen. Say they have a lot of tools that the High Elves could have trouble with. Definitely.
Yeah, what kind of units can we expect from the Lizardmen in this matchup?
I think in this matchup, for instance, the Regiment of Renown for Source Warriors, the Legion of Talakwa, or something like that. They give a 44% missile resist AoE around them. You'd be surprised not to see them. I think they're a staple in High Elves because of the missile resist. It's incredibly good to keep around like, dinosaurs so that things like Sisters of Avalorn and basic archers can tear them.
Okay, so over here in the High Elf army, we got Alariel as the Lord. And it looks like we have a few units of White Lions, a few units of basic Spearmen, and 2 Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. Now, those units are going to be a huge determining factor in whether or not the High Elves can deal with those heavy units from the Lizardmen.
Definitely.
It looks like we got a Phoenix Guard, which is an excellent choice, and 2 Illyrian Reaver Archers.
Yeah, definitely a kind of definitely range skirmish focus build. Looks like we're having coming from High Elves. They do have
Oh,
also
the
some.
Fireborn Dragon Princes.
Oh yeah, definitely with the bonus versus large there, I can see this becoming very relevant to Lariel here healing them up.
Okay, so since you play the Lizardmen quite often, why don't you give us a quick rundown on the Lizardmen army?
Well, first, I like what I see here with the Feral Carnosaur over in the forest here. It's a shame they can't actually hide in forests, but definitely a good cost-effective unit. It's good. It's got good anti-large. It won't maybe fare too well against some of the skirmisher cavalry and Eagle Claw bolt throwers, but I think overall it's definitely a good cost-effective pick for the Lizard roster here. Other than that, we have Saurus Warriors with shields, definitely the shielded variant, highly matchup. Um, a good spread, mostly the sword and shield variant, which means they'll cut through high elf spears with ease and contend with white lines. For Lord, we have Krokgar. Wow, this is a lot of dedication to High Large. We have going into this. I guess he's expecting to see like Dragon. We also have the Priest of Heavens. Pretty good on the with Blast, Chain, and then some Skinks come.
Now, those Chameleon Skinks to the left flank of the High Elves, that's a very interesting choice there, because how much value can he really get from those, do you think?
I would think a lot in this matchup. I would say that he's got to be careful of those Fireborn catching Skinks out, because with their 78 speed, they definitely could, whether or not Chameleon Skink poison. And we have the Feral Carnosaur taking some shots here from the Eagle Claws. These are going to very highly determining factors, like you were mentioning, especially if these Carnosaurs don't get value. They were a lot of.
That Feral Carnosaur has definitely seen some danger, and he's trying to evacuate.
Yeah, we have the High Elves pushing him with his cavalry. Definitely an aggressive move, but he sees maybe a lack of mobility in the Lizardman roster to really stop him effectively. I would think the Krokgar should be responding to this ideally. Especially if Alariel can be caught out, that could be very high.
And it looks like the Skink Priest is getting fired upon. And we got a good spell there against those White Lions.
The Chain Lightning definitely taking a bite out of those White Lions. Not too bad. Chameleon Skinks still getting position.
And here comes
Waiting
the
for
Dragon
Sunday.
Princes against those Saurosaurs with shields.
Yeah, these are the non-spear variants, except we do have the spears coming in now, but he's going to pull out before they really do anything about it. This is a great, basically free charge that he got while he popped Shield of Thorns to give him that extra weapon damage and physical resist. He's basically dealing damage to these swords for free at that point. That's good use of his cavalry.
And the Illyrian Reaver Archers still shooting at that Skink Priest, reminding them that the cavalry is there to stay. And these Chameleon Skinks are still behind the lines. And it looks like they're advancing a little bit forward, maybe to go say hi to the High Elves in the trees.
Oh, and Krokgar getting countercharged by the Fireborn here. Lariel coming in to cast some magic too.
Krokgar's gonna take a lot of damage from the Dragon Princes.
He definitely will. He's popping all of his buffs, and he's also getting out of there. Source Warriors, again, without the spear.
And the Chameleon Skinks has begun opening fire on the Swordmasters of Hoeth.
Yep, Swordmasters won't be able to deflect the arrow, or I guess the darts in that case, from behind. Definitely a huge mobility advantage on the side of the High Elves, and it's been exploited the entire game so far. Definitely really good getting the kind of big bulky Saurus army caught up on the kind of chaff infantry here, and then on the Phoenix Guard, and they're doing a great job of holding back the Lizard's basically entire army while they're getting pretty advantageous trades all around.
I like a lot what the High Elves are doing with that calf. Definitely making their presence felt against the Lizardmen here.
Yeah, Fireborn running away from the alien skinks who are shooting them back. Oh, the High Elf line's starting to crumble a bit,
It was kind of expected for that line to break, though. So it is going to be interesting to see how he's going to respond to this.
Definitely. Krokgar has taken a lot of damage so far from those, I think mostly from the Fireborn so far, it looked like, and the Lariel. And without healing, he's going to be at that health getting whittled down by the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers more and more.
Yeah, I feel like healing would have been a very important choice in this match.
I would definitely agree with taking healing for larger units here, but if he can spend that money elsewhere to overwhelm the High Elves, that's definitely also a valid strategy. And the Illyrian Reavers over here taking care of the Chameleon Skinks, just going into melee with them, destroying them with a charge bonus.
Charge Star of Avalon.
Yep, healing some really high value units here, like Fireborn herself and Swordmasters of Hoeth. Yeah, at this point, the Lizardmen, it's looking pretty rough for them. We have Krokgar chasing off some White Lions, and he's pretty low, and the Skink Priest of Heavens is not doing too bad over here, chasing off or dealing with some Blue Claw Bolt Throwers as well. But I don't know if I see enough elements here that are able to take care of the Fireborn, like the Feral Carnosaur isn't around anymore. And Krokgar, as hurt as he is, I don't know necessarily if the Lizardmen have the units that they need to take down some of these high elf.
What's surprising to me
elites.
was as much of a lack of an air force from both armies. I would kind of expect both sides to have at least a few air units.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that that would be fair to definitely think that the High Elves would have gone, like for instance, at least Dragon Alariel not being on her Eagle is definitely something you might not expect. Just heard to ride around with the Dragon Princes, but it's definitely a sign of good drafting to draft an army that's unexpected like this.
And the Lizardmen have a Saurus Spear not doing anything in the back line.
Yep, looks like he might have been forgotten about. So he's getting shot at. Looks like this could be game here
Krogvar
with the
is
death
dead.
of Krogvar. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a chain route and a good game and a good series to 530 Phil.
So he will take the victory on Castle Dragonhof. Definitely speed played a factor there. Definitely.
Absolutely, he abused his range and mobility advantages over the Lizardman army. It was definitely a good draft and a good execution.
All right. So we'll see you guys back here for the 4th series